In the 1950s, a chilling operation unfolded across quiet American neighborhoods. Unmarked government trucks rolled through the streets, releasing a strange, lingering fog into the air. Residents watched, unaware that this mist concealed a dangerous secret. Decades later, it was revealed that the fog was radioactive, part of a covert experiment that put countless lives at risk. Vintage images capture the innocence of the era, contrasting sharply with the unsettling reality beneath the surface. As we delve deeper, the hidden truth behind these mysterious government actions begins to emerge. In the aftermath of World War II, America entered a period marked by rapid change and growing uncertainty. The emergence of the Cold War fueled widespread fears of Soviet aggression, with the threat of nuclear and chemical attacks looming large in the public consciousness. Government agencies responded to these anxieties by launching a series of secret experiments, aiming to understand and prepare for potential threats. These covert initiatives often involved testing the effects of radiation, biological agents, and chemical substances on both military personnel and civilians. The drive to stay ahead in the arms race led to unprecedented levels of secrecy and innovation. As tensions escalated, the boundaries between national security and ethical responsibility became increasingly blurred, shaping a complex legacy that would influence American society for decades to come. St. Louis and other low-income minority neighborhoods were selected as test sites due to a combination of social and economic factors. These communities often lacked political influence and resources, making them less likely to challenge or even be aware of government activities in their area. Residents were frequently uninformed about the experiments taking place, leaving them particularly vulnerable to potential harm. The absence of robust advocacy and oversight in these neighborhoods made it easier for authorities to conduct tests without facing significant public scrutiny. This exploitation highlights a troubling pattern where marginalized populations are disproportionately exposed to risks. The selection of such sites underscores the intersection of systemic inequality and ethical lapses in public policy decisions. At the outset, the experiments were introduced under the guise of scientific progress and public safety. Officials promoted the concept of safe smoke, assuring communities that the tests posed no real threat. Public statements emphasized rigorous safety measures and downplayed any potential risks. However, beneath this reassuring narrative, a different reality unfolded. Radioactive particles were quietly released into the atmosphere, drifting across neighborhoods without the knowledge or consent of local residents. These secret dispersals exposed unsuspecting communities to harmful substances, all while the true nature of the experiments remained hidden from public view. The contrast between the official story and the concealed actions would have lasting consequences for those affected. In the aftermath, daily routines carried on as usual. Families gathered for meals, children played in the streets, and workers tended to their jobs, unaware of the silent threat around them. Invisible radioactive particles drifted through the air, settling quietly into homes, water supplies, and the soil beneath their feet. Over time, residents began to experience mysterious illnesses, with symptoms that defied easy explanation. Doctors struggled to identify the causes, while the community remained largely in the dark about the true source of their suffering. Years later, the long-term health consequences became evident, leaving a lasting impact on generations. As unusual clusters of illness began to appear, communities were gripped by confusion and fear. Families mourned loved ones lost to mysterious diseases, searching for answers that never came. Despite growing concern, officials insisted there was no link to the covert experiments rumored to be taking place nearby. Their denials fueled suspicion, leaving residents feeling isolated and unheard. For years, the truth remained buried, hidden behind layers of secrecy and official statements. The pain of loss lingered, while whispers of a deeper cause persisted in the shadows. During the 1990s, whistleblowers and independent researchers played a pivotal role in uncovering the truth behind government experiments involving radioactive materials. By diligently examining newly declassified documents, they revealed evidence that confirmed the use of radioactive substances on unsuspecting individuals. Their investigations exposed the full scope of these experiments, which had previously been shrouded in secrecy. Through persistent efforts, these individuals brought to light the extent of human exposure and the ethical violations that occurred. Their findings prompted public scrutiny and led to calls for accountability and transparency. The revelations not only informed the public, but also influenced policy changes regarding the oversight of scientific research involving human subjects. The revelations sparked widespread public outrage, with communities demanding answers and justice for the victims. Media coverage intensified scrutiny on institutions and individuals implicated in the scandal. Yet many victims encountered significant obstacles when trying to hold perpetrators accountable. Legal battles were often lengthy and complex, with survivors facing skepticism, bureaucratic hurdles, and, at times, intimidation. Despite the public outcry, only a handful of those responsible faced meaningful consequences. Many cases were dismissed or settled quietly, leaving victims feeling unheard and justice unfulfilled. The limited accountability underscored systemic failures and fueled ongoing debates about reform and support for survivors. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that these experiments were not isolated to a single location. Across the nation, similar projects were quietly conducted in various cities, each leaving a trail of unsuspecting families exposed to unknown risks. The pattern extended far beyond national borders, with comparable initiatives appearing in other countries around the world. In many cases, communities remained unaware that they had been part of these covert operations. The widespread nature of these experiments meant that the impact was felt globally, affecting countless individuals whose lives were changed without their knowledge. This revelation highlights the far-reaching consequences and the hidden legacy of these actions. The consequences of these experiments have reverberated across generations, leaving a legacy of suffering that persists to this day. Families exposed to harmful substances have experienced significantly higher rates of cancer, with many individuals developing illnesses years or even decades after initial contact. Genetic damage has also been documented, resulting in birth defects and chronic health conditions among children and grandchildren of those affected. The ongoing health crises have placed immense emotional and financial strain on communities, as families struggle to cope with the long-term effects. These impacts are not confined to the original victims, but continue to shape the lives of their descendants, highlighting the enduring nature of the harm caused. The generational trauma underscores the far-reaching consequences of these experiments, reminding us that their effects are still felt long after the initial exposure. Declassified records have shed light on many aspects of the events, revealing details that were once kept secret. These documents provide valuable insights into the decisions made, the people involved, and some of the outcomes. However, much remains concealed, with significant portions of information still classified or redacted. This lack of transparency creates a sense of uncertainty, leaving researchers and the public with only a partial understanding of the full scope and impact. The gaps in knowledge fuel speculation and debate, highlighting the limitations of what can be known. Ultimately, the incomplete picture underscores how much is still hidden from view, making it difficult to fully grasp the consequences and significance of these events. The legacy of historical secret experiments continues to shape our collective concerns today. Stories of hidden research and concealed government actions have fueled ongoing debates about transparency and accountability. In an era marked by rapid technological advancements, questions about ethical oversight and public safety remain as relevant as ever. These past events serve as a reminder of the importance of vigilance, encouraging citizens to demand openness from institutions that hold significant power. Public awareness acts as a safeguard, helping to ensure that lessons learned from history inform current policies and prevent abuses. The need for transparency is not just a matter of trust, but a cornerstone of a healthy, informed society. The aftermath of tragedy lingers long after headlines fade, leaving families and survivors to grapple with invisible wounds. For many, each day is shadowed by memories that resurface without warning. A child's laughter now tinged with loss, a quiet dinner table missing a loved one's voice. Personal stories reveal the depth of this pain. A mother clutching a faded photograph, a brother tracing the outline of a name etched in stone. These moments speak to the enduring emotional toll, where healing is slow and scars remain. The human cost is measured not only in grief, but in the resilience required to move forward, forever changed by what has been lost. As we reflect on these events, it becomes clear that hidden dangers can lurk where we least expect them. Staying vigilant and informed is essential to safeguarding ourselves and our communities. By sharing this story, we help ensure that the lessons of history remain alive, guiding us to make wiser choices in the future. Let us not allow these warnings to fade into obscurity, but instead, keep them at the forefront of our collective memory. In doing so, we honor those affected and strengthen our resolve to prevent similar tragedies from occurring again.